How's it going, guys? Happy Friday. Sam Chimenti here with KRCR News Channel 7 alongside a candidate for City Council in Reading, Jordan Valenzuela. Am I saying the last name
Yes,
correctly?
you are.
All right, good. I want to make sure. As someone that has a unique last name, everyone kind of butchers mine. So this is the next in our series of Know the Candidates that we're posting on our YouTube page. We did Max Steiner last week. I believe we'll have something scheduled with Doug LaMalfa here in the next week or so. So stay with us. Follow along as we do this. But today it's about Jordan and getting to know Jordan Valenzuela. So that's always the first question. Who are you? Please tell people who you are. Go ahead and give a background as to what brought you here.
So I'm a fourth generation NorCal native, so I'm very, very local, and I have owned a business in this community for, it'll be 8 years in August. I mean, I can't believe how far I've come through the pandemic and honestly through the expansion during the wildfires and everything.
And what is your business so people know?
Shasta Strong Massage and Wellness Spa. Goodness, it's been a while, right?
You can plug it.
So Shasta Strong Wellness Spa. We are now located inside Wind River Resort and Casino, and that has been the most amazing move for us because they are so giving and have set us up for success to kind of pay back our debts that we've acquired during the pandemic. I know everyone was looking for assistance, especially those that started up their new endeavors. So, yeah.
Perfect. So you say you're Northstate, but be more specific. How long have you been in Reading and your family been in Reading?
I was born and raised in Reading. My parents were born and raised in Reading. I actually graduated from Foothill. They graduated from Enterprise. And my grandparents moved into Reading. Gosh, both of them. I think my mom's side actually stayed here longer, but my dad's parents have moved here, and they've been kind of more in the Palisadro area, so a little bit around. But other than that, we have been just in the Northstate.
Oh, cool. Very cool. All right. So, yeah, definitely someone that understands Reading. If you're a born and raised, as someone myself, I'm born and raised here. So your vision for Reading. It's a broad thing. I've asked all the candidates, of course, to share with their vision, but when you're running for political office, that's kind of the big thing, right? It's what are you going to do? What are you going to offer? What are you going to change? So what do you see Reading becoming if you were to have a seat on council? So
there is a lot. So I did bring my bullet points. I'll kind of go over it a little bit.
I don't even have any notes, and so you're prepared.
Yeah. So I have some firsthand experience for Reading residents to make it easier to access the resources to start up new businesses. I know how important it is to understand finances correctly and do right by their employees. So there's a lot to learn about HR, and also startup capital is very, very important. Reading Chamber of Commerce has been essential in the programs that they offer us, as well as the SBDC and Women's Business Center at Jedi. I want to create more opportunities and programs to get this vital information accessible to our local businesses. What makes me different a little bit is because I am supportive of the downtown expansion into the art district and entertainment, creating and supporting more unique projects like in addition to downtown, Rodeo, the Civic, Turtle Bay, and then theaters like Axiom and Riverfront Playhouse is essential to our city. Growing up here was pivotal in my development of character to be exposed to opportunities like Shasta College camps and after-school programs. From Turtle Bay exhibit tours to the Reading Rodeo and the Pancake Breakfast, I learned that volunteering my time was crucial to my exposure of hard work ethic and creative fun ways to support fun community events that bring us together, getting to know each other on a more personal basis at a table specifically, like a dinner table, like we should as a family. As far as our community and tourism, Reading, in my experience, has been attractive to tourism because we're founded on the efforts of our support for local events and each other. By continuing to show up, we're creating a stronger Reading identity. Flip. Crime. We all know.
You're that, I don't even need to ask you. I'm just going to let you. You got everything on the cards.
Thank you. Yeah. So crime. I understand.
To be a shortest interview.
Try to keep it concise. I know exactly.
To do, I guess.
That's right.
No, you're good. Crime. That's a big one.
I understand that Reading, as a business and community, simply cannot thrive if crime is abundant, right? We need to hold criminals accountable for their actions. I would like to work with both the city and county officials to provide the necessary resources to make the city safe. Taxes, right? I will not increase taxes. There's always a way to find ways to increase funding, right? Developing businesses can donate towards these causes. And not only that, with the business expansion, the more businesses make, the more they pay taxes, and those taxes can actually fund our community events and programs. We will profit as a city this way, growing in our most authentic roots, like coming together and enjoying our beautiful city. The fires have been devastating. We cannot allow another devastating wildfire to destroy our community. Our recreational activities have been our identity. I love going hiking, seeing the beautiful landscapes, and playing around at the lake. I'm sure we all do. There is a way to mitigate that devastation, and we need to continue to identify ways to promote fire prevention programs and support our fire department.
Is that it? We got through them?
I think we got through them.
Okay, cool. So now we'll shift it back, and I'll start being the interviewee again.
Yes.
But for context, too, because you touched on downtown and being a supporter of downtown.
Yeah.
We are downtown right now. We're on Yuba Street and Market Street out front of Brewcraft Coffee.
Yes.
This is an area of discussion here, Jordan. We won't get into it, but it's relevant to bring up that this building was just sold not that long ago, and Brewcraft Coffee is a small business,
right,
locally owned, that might not be here in the future because the rent in this building is about to increase as downtown continues to expand. Showing the business side of things that you were saying you have an understanding for. So maybe that's something for another time.
I actually can touch base on it.
You want to touch base on it?
I had a good conversation with her in there, yeah.
She's a good lady, and there was some controversy there.
I know.
And there's pitfalls with all the excitement of a growing downtown, in which it's beautiful. It's much different than how it looked when I was a kid, when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But there is pitfalls to this. Some people are going to get squeezed out.
Yeah.
Brewcraft Coffee might be one of them. That's just the truth. So what was your conversation? We'll let the guy with the big truck drive by. It's rodeo day, so there's going to be a lot of trucks out. What was your conversation with her? We can touch on that real quick.
Yeah, I specifically chose this location because I love supporting local business owners that they're essential to our community, like I said, and she has been here, their family has been here. They're veteran owned, they're local, and they are afraid of losing their business with this new ownership. There is a risk of increased rent. I believe she said they're at month-to-month basis, and they aren't sure if they're going to last. And they have been killer in the way that they have been resilient during the pandemic. They have been active in the chamber. I know they recently hosted greeters, and I showed support there.
They've been at this location, too, I believe, for over 10 years.
Yeah, it did belong to a previous owner before, and Nadia is a really good friend of mine. I saw her working so hard at the hospital at nights and committing her days to this coffee shop. She had a vision. She also had twins, so she passed it off to this new ownership. And I mean, it's been, I feel like, successful, but we want to continue to see businesses like that stay in the community. It's not fair to have them risk having to move, and then all of that financial investment to be, risked and just shot down. It's hard for them.
Support small business. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's good. I mean, always true, I think. The biggest issue, and you touched on some stuff here in your cards, obviously crime, public safety, that's always going to be something that's mentioned, but top your list of things that needs to get solved in Reading. What would it be?
I would say we need to mitigate, honestly, superpowers, having so much control. I love our locals having a chance. I understand that there are very successful rising businesses and everything, and as long as they're supporting locals, I can get on that bandwagon, honestly. That being said, crime is a factor in the success of them, and so with those superpowers, I think it's a requirement for them to be active in the way that they are mitigating crime. Elaborate on superpowers. How do you mean? I mean, there's a lot of people we know. I don't know if I'm allowed to name names, but I'm going to go for it. I know that Bethel is big in influence. Red Emerson and Pacific Industries is also very influential. They, the largest landowner, Red Emerson, So he made Forbes. That's crazy. I mean, awesome for someone in our community. But also the tribe. The tribe has been here forever. And I feel like we owe them some respect. And they are actively taking their position and promoting financial assistance for, what did they offer? They offered $5,000 grants for 20 local businesses. And not only did they meet that, they exceeded it by 3 times. They supported 60 local businesses, my business being one of them. And then with that, I feel like there was a 4th one, but I'm totally blanking. But those are like 3 huge ones right now.
Okay. Well, now you brought up another topic. Speaking of the tribe, your spa is located in the casino, and you are the youngest candidate that we know of yet. Like right now, there could be more people that come out. You're all, from what I know, and I haven't asked ages of just kind of what I hear, and I'm not going to ask you your age. My mother taught me better than that. But in your 30s, there's a young group of people going for council, which I love personally. But you're the youngest. You don't have political experience. So with the tribe and the vote that's coming up on council about their expansion this year, can you diffuse any type of rumors, or what can you say about that? Are they, because I know, Jordan, there are going to be people that say the tribe is trying to prop you up as their voice for this project and make sure that they get that vote. What would you say to that?
Well, one, I am going to throw my age in there because I'm not in my 30s yet. I'm going to milk this.
Wow.
I am 29. I am 29 years old for a few more months.
For a few more months.
I am also a mother of 2 children, 2 and 5 years old.
We missed this in the beginning to give this background.
Oh, that's true. But at least we had this opportunity, right? Yes, I have a 2-year-old little boy and a 5-year-old little girl, and they are just my life. I am also a wife and a business owner, like I said, of a successful business. I just got the Rising Star Award provided by the Reading Chamber of Commerce. I didn't even expect that. Honestly, Jake called me and got me to cry on the phone whenever I was told that I was awarded this Rising Star Award. I was just trying to do the right thing, doing the hard work ethic thing. And I mean, that's what my parents have always taught me, is take the harder road and just put in your effort, positivity. I mean, it has come back tenfold. I'm doing the right thing. So that gives me a lot of experience.
Okay, good.
And as far as the tribe, right?
Circle back to that.
I have not been endorsed yet. They have given me a lot of opportunity, but I expect to possibly be endorsed by them. That being said, I actually am okay with the relocation. I think it's good for them because they've always been here. They deserve our respect, but they are also active in supporting our businesses, like I said before, with the grants, as well as they are funding our police. So that's going to help with our crime. I know that there's some stigma behind that, but we already have the casino, and they're doing their active part to make sure that Reading is being taken care of.
All right, perfect. You said, though, you do expect to be endorsed most likely. This is early in the process. Do you know when do you have any idea of when that might be? And then also built into that, your campaign itself, the funding, how you're going to run your campaign. Can you touch on that?
Yes, I can. So I am going to do my campaign announcement next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. at Simply Rooted downtown off of Yuba Street. Lala Taylor is another local business, and she has been doing amazing promoting her venue as a space to rent, as well as a movement center. They do line dancing and yoga, and she's just such an amazing person to be around. She's supportive of me and my vision, just like I am of hers. So what place better to do it than downtown district and promote her business to make sure she gets that exposure. So lead me into the other one again.
No, you're good. I just want to know. I'll stop with the tribe because there's unknowns there, and
Oh, right, being endorsed. Okay, so I have the opportunity of.
Or if there's other people you think are businesses that might endorse you, just give me a little background. Sorry.
So I believe that Mark Mazzano is a massive supporter of me because I got introduced to him at the Republican Party dinner. I got to somehow get a ticket from him when he didn't know me. I sat at his table. He gave me the time of day. He is a retired CHP officer, and so he is definitely trying to make sure that crime is mitigated. And he was just very impressed with me and my dedication towards being active in the community. And I feel like I can own up to this position, and I guess he believes in me as well. So I assume he's going to endorse me. Yeah, the Redding Rancheria as well. But then also, I am pro-cannabis, so I don't know if there's a region for that to endorse me as well. I've been showing up to the district supervisor candidates forums and everything. So I don't know what that entails exactly, but I do have connections with people in those districts that are running. I know that there's 3 open spots, and so I feel like I have a good chance at getting this and positively affecting my community.
There's 3 open spots, and right now there's 3 candidates. So, right? Am I missing one?
I think you're missing some. I heard 4 to 5.
No, but of ones we know, I should say.
Okay, yes,
exactly. I was going to say, right now, your odds are great. I mean, 3 for 3.
Yeah.
But, yes, there is, like I've been saying on these, we are expecting more. It's only April. You have till July to announce. And that's actually when it'll be formally, like, a go is July. Right now, your only real step that you can do is, I guess, write, your intent, I should say.
Yeah.
And then start campaigning, which, as you said, next Tuesday, your actual announcement, right?
That's right.
Okay, cool. So I'm getting you early.
Yes, you are.
Sneak peek for everybody.
I made sure to make time for you.
I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So Redding's biggest positive. I think we're kind of sitting in the area in which you would probably say the biggest positive is.
That's
What
right.
is the biggest positive right now in Redding?
I would say, one, our expansion of business, but particularly in the art district. I am big on entertainment. I have hobbies that are a little bit different than Redding has ever been offered. So I go to California Dance Company, and I believe there's another gym called Rebel Fit in town. They offer aerial silks. I am exposed to fire entertainment. I actually just went to Costa Rica to fine-tune this stuff, and I'm hoping to bring an aspect to Redding that they have never been introduced to before, which we'll see if this endeavor pans out. I have to make sure to have the capital, just like I described, but it's Cirque du Soleil inspired, and I hope to provide an event in October on a Saturday where everyone can enjoy something that Redding has never seen before. And we need these activities to make sure we have a healthy development of our culture. There's a need for it. And I am willing to, there's performers all around that have passion for this. I want to give them an opportunity for employment and a deserving salary for what their efforts. They are investing their time into working on this, fine-tuning their skills, into the gym memberships, into their costuming and supplies, their choreography. They deserve to be paid very well. And as long as I can build up slowly but surely, I want to make sure that this is able to be progressed in the correct way. But it's going to be a fun time, and I hope to see everyone there.
You touched on attending supervisor meetings and being a part of it and kind of learning politics, but you're running for city council. Mm-hmm. So how often have you been attending city council meetings? Have you been going through city council packets and learning how their agendas work? They're very thick. It's detailed. Mm-hmm. It's a job that a lot of it you have to learn on the fly because you can't really prepare ahead of time for it, but there is preparation that needs to be done ahead of time. What are you doing to prepare for a position that can be very demanding?
Well, I felt like as a leader in our community, as a mother, and just given my position with everyone supporting me and knowing who I am, I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, not just networking and getting the position and filling it. That's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that I am knowledgeable in the financial process. This is a big, big business, and we need to make sure that the correct people are being put into office. That's good for our community development. I would hate to see someone be elected into office that would do not so good things for us. So that being said, I have been attending City Hall meetings every other week because I believe they're offered 2 weeks in each month. So every chance I get, I am at these city council meetings in the City Hall. And I've been going to planning commission meetings, CSAC commission meetings, and like I said, going to dinners of Republican parties, speaking to people face to face and listening to their issues, knowing what actually is going on. I am exposing myself, so I am a qualified candidate.
All right, Jordan, we came to one of the murals here in downtown Reading because you've been touching on how much you appreciate art. We were trying to get ones that said Reading in it, but there was a lot of noise going on over there. So we settled on the fishing in the Sacramento River with the Sundial Bridge. Touch on one more time, because you're being a little ambiguous with the ideas you have, but like the importance, and Viva Downtown building is right across from us, the importance of art and culture in an expanding city.
I think it's important because it's going to promote a healthy lifestyle. We want to make sure with this business growth that's inevitably happening, we have a bunch of people from the bigger cities coming up here for the art, for the entertainment, for the recreational activities, and I want to make sure it stays safe and they have some things to do. It will support our local businesses, which will improve on taxes and our city funding and everything. So that being said, I am very supportive of everything Viva Downtown has done. They are providing a lot of activities for us to come together as a community. It will enable everyone that comes in to be an active part. And I love the entertainment. It's a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and so before it starts to rain on us, your final words, final thoughts you want to tell people about who you are and why you're running, and just close it out for us.
So essentially, let's say I make it into office.
This November.
Well,
I got to get through June first, but then November. Oh, no, just November. I think.
Yeah, just November. That's when the voting
in council,
happens.
it's just November. So, you're thinking of supervisors.
So, let's say I make it. I have confidence that I am filling a position that could otherwise be filled by someone who does not have the same intentions that I do as a local Reading native, and I really just want to do right by my community in the ways that I see fit as a leader. I'm giving a lot in my leadership position. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I am not deserving of any good or bad, but I am given opportunities that I exceed in just positively affecting the people around me. And I want to continue to do that. In addition, if I don't get it, right? I have more time with my family for one. And also,
you're still young.
I'm still young. Yes, exactly. I'm still young, and I'm hoping to affect my generation, because I hear that a lot of our voters are 65 and older. What's going to happen whenever they go away? What about my generation? My generation needs to have a voice. We can't just let the government rule everything and have all power. We need to say something and speak up, because our vote does matter. We are the future of this town, so we need to make sure to be saying something about it.
So you're trying to make a statement and hope that people will follow your lead in the event that you don't succeed.
That's
right.
Or
get more people of our generation, honestly. I'm closer to your age than I thought. I'm just such a baby. I always think I'm just so much younger than everybody. But yeah, lead a movement here of young people coming into Reading, which
that's right.
I think we're already kind of seeing a little bit.
There's not too much disappointment to happen.
No, I hope not. Jordan, thank you so much for meeting with me. Let's get out before it gets too cold. It already is pretty cold. Stay with us, guys, on this channel. We got more candidates to meet. As Jordan alluded to, there's going to be probably more council candidates that we don't know of yet that will announce in the months to come. So stay with us, follow along, and we appreciate you guys watching.